All right, we are live. We are live. Good afternoon. Good day, everybody. Haki Ami, the Success Scholar. It's a beautiful day. Hope you all are wonderful. I hope you all are ready for the beautiful weather. I'll call it beautiful weather that's about to come down. I'm talking about some snow in the northeastern area. Shout out to my peoples from New York, but stay warm, stay in the house. I think they're looking at 2 to 3 feet. But definitely wanted to, say that, mention that. But lots of great things are going on. Hopefully, you all have been wonderful, and you've been following the Tanzanian journey. But we have something amazing coming out now. Um, the Black Love Camp 2022, which will be coming in October. So hopefully, COVID will keep away COVID, and hopefully everybody can do what's necessary to be safe, so that they can consider traveling or touring with the Teaching Artists Institute. So definitely want to encourage you all. But this tour is the brainchild of Kim Poole and Renee Miller. So it's going to be a great opportunity for both singles as well as couples. So definitely consider attending, or let someone else know about this amazing opportunity. But I'm going to share a full interview discussion around Tanzania, the Black Love Camp, and where you will have the opportunity to be a certified love coach, Black love coach. And you will get that through a coach, a certified coach, Renee Miller. And she's a real coach, y'all. All right, so let me go ahead and share this, share my screen, and we can press play here. And let me mute my
Something about the way that you talk to me, even when you're not around, I feel you, boy. I feel you, boy. Tangled in your love and your energy. Perhaps it was the way that you smile. I see you, boy. Oh, did you, boy?
First and foremost, I just want to welcome you all to this incredible opportunity to promote and preserve Black love. Black love matters. I'm so excited to be able to do that with you in an international environment. Tanzania is the perfect landscape for cultivating the relationships we need to sustain families and to ultimately build our communities. I want to thank you all for being with us today. I'm the founder of the Teaching Artists Institute, and the for-profit arm of our organization is Tours. So I'm going to begin today with a basic overview of what will be taking place. I'll tell you a little about our company, our artist-led tour initiative that connects people like you with authentic experiences around the world. And then we're going to talk about the tour that we're all here to learn more about, Love Camp. And you're going to have an official introduction to our curators for this year, our first annual Love Camp Tanzania. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see a document that will walk us through a PowerPoint. Art, Tribe, Trade, Tours. Our tours are unique because they're artist-led, and we're going to talk a little bit more about why. So in our PowerPoint today, we'll do a company overview. We'll talk about the service offerings, group versus solo adventures. You guys are doing solo and couple adventures with Love Camp. We'll talk a little about our Thai Studies and Cultural Exchange, which Renee has actually participated in, Thai High, and then some of our product offerings throughout our company. So what is a Thai tour? It's a journey. true immersion into a place. The Teaching Artists Institute offers a unique artist-led travel experience that allows those who embark authentic exchanges with people of the world. And that's what makes us different. We show you the streets and the suites, the White House, and sometimes you may see the crack house. We really want you to understand the region that you're going to. This tour is not a cookie cutter Las Vegas or Bahamas. You'll get those unique boutique experiences, but we also want to give you an opportunity to allow the artist class to help you understand the environment, the symbolic landscape that you're on. And so we'll do that for you this year during Love Camp Tanzania. So we do customized itineraries. We have knowledgeable artists, guides, and flexible schedules. Our itineraries always use art as the guide, but within the Teaching Artists Institute, art is more than just the traditional art, music, I sing, or visual art. You'll get a little of that too, but for us, even food is art. Nature is a work of art. Sports and recreation, leisure, nightlife, even investments and networking. All these things are art within the Teaching Artists Institute. And so we give you access to healthy relationship development during Love Camp, and you'll get the art of love, right? So our secret are our curators, like Renee. Today you'll meet her. Some of you already know her, Miss Renee Miller, Mugisha Allen out of Uganda with his yoga practicing, as well as Mr. Darnell Ramsey, helping us to communicate and demystify communication with Black men. And last but not least, Mama Ade Olomo, an expert in theater and psychodrama, as well as ballroom dancing. So looking at our slide, our curators are our secret. A global network of Pan-African teaching artists have been trained to curate experiences inspired by their unique art forms and local environments. So the access that we have to these artists creates an exclusivity. And of course, we're here to maintain quality assurance. Thai Tours is your inside connect to the Pan-African world. So we have all kinds of travelers, guys. People travel by age. They want to be amongst their peers. People travel by interest with us, and then by budget. We try to make travel accessible to people that have never experienced international travel. And so you'll find that our packages are very economically sound. So we do group travel. Thai Tours offers seasonal journeys for groups of 8 or more with discounted packages to major events we partner to curate around Pan-Africa. Why? Because life is better with company. That's why we're doing the Love Camp, because we've been socialized, many of us, into an individualistic society. But we know through our work with Thai Tours that life is better with company. And so this is an example to the right of a tour that we led through Ghana in the year of the return. This was the marketing campaign in 2019. And we have a testimonial from one of the young men in the group that he posted on his Facebook. And we just loved it so much. He said, "My experience traveling with Thai Tours was amazing. I have been around the world, but my trip to Ghana was one of the best. The team really took care of me and my family while we were in Ghana for the year of return in 2019. I will definitely make plans to join her and her crew in Uganda and Tanzania in 2020. Professional and down to earth." That's the beauty of Black, especially Black women owned and run businesses. Thanks, Camp Cleveland. We appreciate that. And then, of course, when you have group travel, there's a shared cost. So traveling alone and want to save, allow Thai Tours to help you find a roommate. Maybe you're traveling alone, but you still want to find a roommate. We can help you do that. And then maybe you say, you know, I really love what's happening with Love Camp, but actually, I think I'd prefer a solo journey. We could also do that for you. We did it for Miss Kalita Armstrong to Cuba in 2016. She said she was back on US soil. Not sure how happy she was about that. Cuba was amazing. And so we do create individualized itineraries. You can partner with us. And one of the things that you'll appreciate from allowing us to help you curate is that you'll have 24-hour customer support. We'll make sure that your journey is not only enriched, but safe. So, group versus solo travel, do it yourself, many advantages to both. If you're interested in a journey outside of what we discussed today with Love Camp Tanzania, we can talk more with you about the advantages of both. We also have a study abroad program. If you are a speaker and you're looking for international exposure, if you've got young people that are in college trying to figure it out, this is our Thai Studies and Cultural Exchange program, and we can give you more information about that certainly. If you're interested in development of your international portfolio. And of course, we can't leave out our babies. Thai High. Global learning should start early and fresh. You shouldn't be in your 40s and 50s when you decide to leave this country, especially as African Americans in this country. For us, travel is not a luxury. And so we need to help our young people understand that travel, especially on the continent, is the birthright experience. And so that's how you build healthy people that then build healthy relationships and ultimately healthy communities. And then we have products, folks. We're going to sell you on everything we have. We've got a quarterly subscription box. Maybe you won't come on this journey, but we can make sure that you get a taste of the region. We can give you spices from the area, fabric and books, and all the things that remind you of the fact that you've gone and had a cultural immersion into another place. And we can ship that taste of the region to your front door 4 times a year. Every time that we have a journey, we bring back orders for people. You know how you have a friend and they go to somewhere you've never been and you say, hey girl, bring me back a t-shirt, bring me back a tea, bring me back some, whatever it is that you're into. Well, we do that as a company for you. So girlfriend going, whether she goes or not, we'll make sure that you get. Of course, we always give swag bags on every tour, so you'll get a taste of some of our products. And now we're going to go through a little Thai talk, talking through some of the things we tell ourselves about why we shouldn't. And we spend just as much, if not more, than we would with an overseas, all-inclusive experience. Okay, how about bills? Those bills will be right there when you get back. And the nature of this system, this capitalistic system, means that you will always, on some level, be contending with vendors that expect payment. And your life shouldn't wait for all your bills to be paid before it begins. Start living with us. Next, travel to Africa, again, is not a luxury for Black people. It is a birthright. Everybody, at least once, of African descent living in the US should go, or what I call repatriate, to the continent at least once in their lives. You are what we say is your ancestors' wildest dreams. When they left those shores, they never thought they would ever repatriate or come back, but you now have that opportunity here with Thai Tours today. And last but not least, stop buying Jordans and start buying experiences. And maybe you're not a Jordans fan, right? But I'm talking about the materialism, all the little gadgets that we buy in our kitchens. Oh, I've got something that peels my onions, something that cooks my eggs, boils my eggs without water and without a stove. I've got something that whips up my vegetables and steams them and turns them into noodles. And oh, I need this color. those things and start buying experiences that are going to change our outlooks. And we're hoping that Thai Tours can be a part of that experience for you. But even if we aren't, please go and get you some experiences. That's what you tell them you want for Christmas and birthdays. I want an experience next year. So next, we have a Thai Tours Ambassadors Program. Travel and access to travel funding. So let us help you press play on your life. If you don't have a passport, no problem. We can help you get that. If you've never had to get a visa, no problem. We can help you get that too. All of the logistics around international travel, we can help you with that process. And if you decide that you want to help us as a Thai Tours ambassador to promote our organization, to promote your experience, be one of our poster childs and children, and let us put your picture on one of our flyers. The art of travel is meant to help you see outside yourself in order to see your reflection more clearly. So I'm going to say that again because it was a lot, and I want to make sure we all catch it. We said that the art of travel is meant to help you see outside yourself in order to see your reflection more clearly. And so what does that mean? That means that there are certain things about who you are that you don't even know until you travel outside of your comfort zone. Me as a Black woman here in the US, I thought I was so Pan-African. Oh, I want to go back to Africa. I want to be a Pan-African nationalist. And then I actually began to travel to the continent. And the lack of infrastructure, my God, it was shocking in some of the environments that I went to. And as a Black woman from Baltimore, I wasn't accustomed to not having hot water on demand because in the hood of hoods, you always had hot water, even if you had to boil it. Some of the things that you deal with the lack of infrastructure, it changes how you see yourself, and it's humbling. And those experiences are necessary for personal and self-development, as well as relationship development. And so you guys know how to reach us, and we're going to talk a little bit about who invited you here today. That's the end of our PowerPoint. To listen to us and to hear us talk and tell you more about who we are, but we want to hear from you. We want to know who we're with. And this is a really intimate topic, guys. Not a lot of people are willing to be vulnerable enough to go into a place where they say, yes, I want to make a point to meet new great people. To say that I want that for my life, that I need that, is a bold and vulnerable place. And so we want to know who's on the call today. So before we introduce our curators, I would like to go into our guest list and pull out a few people. I think I can see Miss Dana Campbell. Yes, Miss Dana Campbell. Could you introduce yourself today and tell us why you came with interest for Love Camp Tanzania?
Yes, yes. Good evening. Thank you for Renee. Thank you for inviting me. She's a dear friend of mine, and so I've been inspired through her and her travel experiences to want to do that as well. So that's what brought me today, to hear and listen to see what's going on and how can I expand my experience outside the U.S. So thank you for having me.
Beautiful. We would love to expand your experience outside the US. It's life-changing. And I think that it's incredible that we may have the opportunity to give you that experience. Thanks, Renee, for inviting her. Let's choose one more person before we go to our curators and talk about the Love Camp tour itself. I'm looking at a 267 number, 267. 267 area code, the 267 is in the house. Could you come off mute and tell us who invited you here today and why you're interested in Love Camp Tanzania?
Hello, I'm in a loud environment. That's why I kept it on mute. My name is Nikita. I was invited by Renee,
And I'm just here to hear the call and just learn more about traveling. And that's about it. Thank you.
Well, we're so glad to hear you today and to experience your energy. Thank you for listening in. And we hope that you consider traveling this year with us to Tanzania. So now, the reason that we've all come together, Thai Tours, we offer a multiplicity of experiences, and we use our art and cultural curators to lead the journey and to expose you to their various art forms. So today we're going to talk about Love Camp is an experience that was inspired by the life and work experience of Miss Renee Miller. I'm going to pass the mic and allow her to talk with you a little bit more about her life's work, philosophy, and the purpose behind the development of Love Camp. Renee?
Absolutely. Can you guys hear me okay? Well, good evening. I am coming to you from my bedroom, which I call the Love Haven. It's so appropriate. In this room, this is where I visualize, I create, I manifest the love that I want. And I think that love is about preparation. And so you guys are in my bedroom called the Love Haven. So welcome. So I just want to tell you a little bit of how the Love Camp came about, and then I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. So when I went to Tanzania with Thai Tours, I was blown away. By Tanzania in general. And Kim and I were on the way coming back. And we were just talking about all the things that we liked about Tanzania and our lives. And we found that we had in common that we really thought it made sense to bring more love in the lives of African American women and think of creative ways to do so, because we're not shocked that there is a disparity. It's been for years, there is a disparity in terms of numbers of available options. And there are different people out there doing different solutions to that, to this circumstance, whether it's, I don't want to name all of them, but just different solutions. And so when we were on the plane talking, we found ourselves synergizing, and we ended up having a whole 2-hour meeting that created the birth of the Love Camp, because we really wanted to provide a public service for our community. Now, why is that important for me? Because I'll tell you, I have always been passionate. I mean, really passionate about love. I mean, everyone that knows me knows I'm very intentional about love. And more specific, I'm very passionate about love amongst melanated people. I think that there's room for us to create magic with one another if we really improved our communication. And if we improve our vulnerability, if we improve understanding one another. And as myself, I'm a self-proclaimed serial dater. There was a time in my life where I would I would go on 3 dates in one day. I'd meet at 12 p.m. for tea, 4 p.m. for early dinner, and maybe 8 for dancing. And that was because I was really deep into the idea of having magical love. And so I did serial dating for quite a bit, learned a lot about myself. It wasn't uncommon for me to, you know, repurpose the people I dated into business partners or conversationalists, or even
So I'm gonna have to.
matching them with my friends, because again, I'm so passionate
I'm thinking I
about
may
love.
have to do this some
And
other
I
time. Let me
moved
see.
on from being a serial dater to married to divorced to now in a new magical relationship. And all of that was a result of the work that I've been doing on myself, studying love, talking about love, sharing love events, inviting people to
if you are interested, I would love to
read about love, and just in coaching clients about love. Love,
yeah,
has
gotcha,
been
bro,
such
gotcha.
an important aspect of who
I'm
I
having
am,
some,
and what I think is important, not just for
it may be working
some
out. Let's see.
theoretical aspect of it, because we know connecting with people takes work. We know connecting and making relationships, really valuable and significant and honest and authentic takes work. But I've always been passionate about that. Whether it's historical knowledge. And so this love camp is an opportunity for me to use 20 years of everything from my serial dating to my 13 years of coaching as a certified life coach to my accumulated that you can't necessarily access on your own.
I'm gonna do some tests here.
And that's the part that gets me really excited.
I'm just gonna let this keep flowing.
The opportunity to really experience a side of yourself, a side of beauty that you may not naturally experience on your own. And to experience that, you really have to be willing to do the work and connect and really explore opportunities. And so the Love Camp is about learning those best practices. And I'm super excited about the curators that we're bringing on board, because it gives you that knowledge along with yourself to really
see if
bring
you all
it
can
out
hear in
and
the
set yourself
background.
up to be prepared.
I'm gonna try something different, because every time my phone opens up, it stops. So
yes, it is, and we're excited to experience your 20 years and the 13
So now I'm just
years
gonna do a trial and error. I'm doing some
coaching
tests
and,
here. I hope you can hear me.
all on
Somebody
the backdrop of
out there,
sandy
let me
white
know if you can hear
beaches
me.
and clear blue water and
Absolutely.
perfect weather. Yes, drinking out of coconuts. I mean, who can't fall in love on a beach in a scene like that from a movie? And these places exist. Some of the places that people see in movies and television, they are real.
Okay,
They are so
let me see
real.
something.
And if you know the weather outside in your area is cold and snowy and below 21 degrees like it is here in my area, listen, I understand why you're upset. I understand why your relationship is not working. I don't want anything unless you can bring that nice blanket and keep me warm with that picture in Renee's background. What is that? Can you show us that picture, Renee?
Sure.
What is? Oh my God! Can you just talk about that for a second?
Absolutely. So, let me just say this: every room in my home is a creation of intentional work, because I believe that our lives need to be intentional. And so this room is called the Love Haven Room because, like I said earlier, it is all about creating love in my life and being love, experiencing love, creating love. And so that picture to me is the epitome of what relationships look like when you are aligning yourself with the right person. So if you notice, they are first a formation of clay, and they are working, the way they're chiseling each other is they're working on each other for each other. And you may not be able to see it, but at the bottom, there's rings. There are rings, there are wedding bands. And those wedding bands to me are the ultimate goal. But before they can get there, they have to chisel each other. They have to work with each other. They have to understand each other. And so to me, it's a beautiful piece of artwork to describe how I think, when you're truly wanting that alignment with that right person, you do the work and you work with one another for one another.
All right.
So that's one of my favorite photos.
I'm gonna
it just became one of my favorite photos.
stop this here, but you all get the point. We will come back to this. I'll evaluate it. Just got some other assignments to do. And I'm going to meet my brother Lou Fields for lunch. Appreciate you. So we're going to strategize over our upcoming MBE things that we have going on. So let me cut this short and do some other stuff. All right. We are out. Let me see something. Is this right? Edit. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. Let me see. I don't know why. Oh, wait a minute. I don't get it. Okay, looks like the broadcast was deleted. Whatever. All right, so let me go ahead, everybody. Let me be out and make some things happen. All right, bro. I'll talk to you, man. We'll get back on. We'll handle this. All right. Peace. Black Order. Will. Thank you, brother.